So we just wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on in the world and how that's affecting us and our family and business for Mike. And it's not a place we enjoy hanging out in right now. But do you want to share a little bit about how
Yeah,
things are going with us? Because we know a lot of us are in the same boat right
yeah.
now with business and
I mean, I think things are going great for the most part. In the world, things are a little unsteady. Um, and that trickles down to everything. And so, to small communities, churches, everything. And so, we're in a really small rural town in the middle of nowhere. And so, the actual impact, I think, in our little town, we have 2 people that have coronavirus. Um, Maybe it's more than that. I don't know, but my business is I do consulting and for professional practices, and so that's dentists and veterinarians and the like, and they're shut down. For the most part, they're shut down, and so it does have impacts, and we're starting to see those impacts a little bit. So um, they're kind of on freeze, which the ripple effect of that is that businesses are on freeze, and the ripple effect of that is hurts smaller businesses like ours, that goes down to families and bills and all those things. So like I say, it's not a fun place to be in, but it's our reality. So I've got a business partner that he has a mantra that I really like. He says he doesn't really know how to plan to fail. He just knows how to plan to succeed. And so that's kind of the attitude that we've been having is how do we plan to succeed? What do we do instead of just commiserating in our misery? But what can we do to be proactive? And part of that is just getting out of the dang house and shutting off the news and enjoying the sunshine on your back and the beautiful weather. I think for most places in the country, the weather's starting to turn, and so it's nice to be outside. Um, it kind of gets you a little bit more perspective and a little bit more grounded where you need to be at. And it's frankly a busy time on the farm. The gardens need to be planted, and the winter mess needs to be cleaned up, and there's a lot to do.
mm-hmm.
And we haven't been great about those kind of things in the past. And every year we say, excuse me, every year we say next year's going to be better, next year's going to be more proactive, and then it always sneaks up on us.
Yeah.
And this year's no different. But we're maybe a little further ahead this year than what we have been in the past. So I think that's kind of where we're at. Would you add
Yeah.
anything to that?
I think I would add too, it's easy to sit around and be stressed out and feel anxious about everything that's going on because we don't know how long this is gonna go on, and we don't know for sure how it's gonna impact us. We know it maybe isn't gonna be great for the next few weeks, and that's stressful. But like you said, we have to get outside. We have to, really focus on the things that we can control. And some of the things that I think is important in our place, and I think for a lot of people right now, is we can spend a lot more time with our kids. They're out of school, and they have been. We're starting our 3rd week of kids being home, and we have the opportunity to connect more with our family, to spend more time with our kids. I think also it's really important to get outside of ourselves, not just outdoors, but get outside of ourselves and, be checking up on our neighbors and checking up on our family members. And we might not be able to be in their physical presence right now, but I was telling Mike last night that I think I've been more social the last couple of weeks, like significantly more social than I normally am, because I've been texting with friends and family and neighbors, and we've been talking on the phone a lot more. And it's really funny because I'm generally kind of more of an introvert. I'm not a super social person. So I do okay with just staying home. This isn't too far out of the norm for us, but it's been a really awesome time to just connect with people on a different level, a more personal level. And I think, when we are thinking about other people and concerned about other people and not just ourselves right now, that's really good. And I think the world needs that. We all need to be doing that. And I feel a lot less stress when I'm worried about, how are our parents doing, or how are, my friends who live in other places, and my neighbors and the people we go to church with. It's been really good to be extra connected to those people, even though it's just online and through our phones and that kind of thing. It has taken a lot of stress and anxiety, I feel like, out of my mind, and
Yeah.
it's been really good
And
that way.
And I think that's a big thing, is that we believe in God.
Yeah.
And because we believe in God, and not just God, but we believe in a loving God. And we believe, and if anything, this is an opportunity to strengthen our faith and our resolve, and be more service-minded, to get outside of ourselves, and to think, how can we better take care of those around us. And we have people around us that need help. We have a neighbor that's 95 years old. And so, it's an opportunity, I think, for us. And it's true in good times as it is in bad, that God works in mysterious ways, and he is in control of everything. And so there's something to be learned during this time, and we've taken on that we've taken on that challenge to learn it, and I would challenge you to do the same.
Yeah.
What is the opportunity? What is the lesson? What part of your faith can be deepened during this time? I think it's a huge blessing and opportunity to be able to see it in that perspective.
And what can you do to improve the lives of somebody else today? If you're feeling extra nervous or stressed or anxious or depressed, what's even just some small thing? Can you text somebody you haven't talked to in a while and just check up on them? Just let them know you're thinking about them. Can you visit with a neighbor from your window or something? Can you connect with a person? Just reach out and connect with one person today if you're feeling nervous and like, things are getting out of control, and do something to get outside of yourself, because it does help, and you can help somebody else in the process, and that always feels good. It's a good thing. Okay. What is your vision?
Okay,
I'm curious to know.
So we have essentially 10 acres.
Yep.
And it's fairly square.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Okay.
Like our house and our barn and stuff is kind of scawampus, how it was built before we got here. But it's essentially 10 acres. And so if you look that way, you'll see where our pump house is, that little black little structure there. And so that then feeds the water for everything else on the property. So my thought is, as we come in through here, through the front gate, we have this like weird strip of ground right here.
Yep.
That's pretty much unusable.
Yeah.
And then when we've had our bee person come, we've kind of made a makeshift road. You can't really see it right now, but
Yeah.
they
Out
drive
that
to
way.
that back corner, and that's where we put the bees. So
Yep.
here's my thought.
Okay.
So somebody drives in, and from like here to about where this bush is,
Okay.
this sage,
Yeah.
and then over to the fence post,
Okay.
all of this becomes gravel
Okay.
that you could park a trailer,
Okay, yeah.
or you know what I mean, or if someone was coming in and out, you could park
Yeah.
right there.
Okay.
So then we make, so where it before the bend of where our driveway is, so if we make that road that they had pretty well made, and that just goes straight,
Okay.
and then that would follow along this fence line.
Right.
So again, if we're gravel right here, so they could park here, whatever, and then there'd be a gate on this end
Okay.
that they could open up to be able to access the rest of the property.
Okay.
So basically we have a fence right here,
Okay.
gravel field. You're with me so far?
Yep.
Okay, so right here, I'm envisioning 2 greenhouses.
Okay.
I like it right here because I can have access from the pump house, so I have
Yep.
water.
Right.
It's kind of dead space. My only concern right here is that we would lose some of our view from the house.
Which
So
is my biggest concern.
That would need to be something we
Because
would check.
this out here, this view is amazing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to,
The thing with the greenhouse though is it wouldn't be very, it would like,
yeah.
at the very height, it would be maybe 3 feet taller than me.
Okay.
So I bet you if we were to look from our,
From the house.
it wouldn't be ruining any view.
Yeah.
And so we'll check that.
Okay.
But here's my vision is you'd have the gravel, then you'd have our 2 greenhouses right here
Okay.
that we'd be able to have easy access to right here from like a low gravel parking lot.
Okay.
And then we'd also, so they would go back to probably like right here-ish. They wouldn't need to be huge.
Okay.
But then we have access right here, and what it does is I think it creates a little bit of an entrance to our property. So you're
Yeah.
not just coming in looking like you're on like a field,
Yeah.
but you're coming in and seeing actual structure.
Yeah.
So then we have the fence line that would run along this side of the road on this side.
Yep.
And then behind the greenhouses we would have another fence, and then this would be field back
Okay.
here. So come this way. So somewhere in this section right here
Yep.
would be where we put our fruit trees.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
no obstruction. They would
Yeah.
get as much sunlight as they need. You know, all year long. We're close to water, and
Yep.
we've already trenched to get water to
Out
the
here
greenhouses.
anyway.
So we're already going to have water right here.
Okay.
So this is fruit trees, and we could really build on and spread that out all the way to the
Yeah.
road if we wanted to. And
Right.
just start here and just kind of
Yeah.
keep building. And so then on the other side of the orchard, so let's just say, you know, back here somewhere, then that becomes a fence.
Okay.
And the rest of this is just pasture.
Okay.
So for if we got goats or whatever we're gonna
Yeah.
do right there.
Right.
So then, as the road follows along back here, as we get back to that back corner, I want to, where we put the bees, I want to fence that in
Yeah.
and just put some like hog fence or something, and that way it will help with the critters getting
Yes.
into the bees, but it won't obstruct the bees.
Yeah.
And it will kind of just give some definition to
Yeah.
to the bee area back there. And if we did have goats or whatever that was in this field,
Yeah.
they couldn't get to the bee boxes if
Yeah.
we did that.
I like it. Plus the bees are close to the fruit trees, which is good.
Yeah.
They would be
So
happy.
they have access to there, the greenhouse stuff, all that's happening. Here's my concerns. Number one concern is about the view.
Yeah.
I
Me too.
don't think that's going to be an issue, but that will be something we'll check. The other concern is the distance between the greenhouse and the garden.
Yeah.
They say that you should build a greenhouse close to your garden just because of running back and forth. But the reality is that's where all of our big trees are over there.
Yeah.
And so I've had a hard time finding a space over there that makes sense for the greenhouse.
Right.
Because it just doesn't,
Yeah.
like there's too much obstruction. And so I don't want to eliminate a tree that we have
Yeah.
for a greenhouse when we have all of this extra space.
Yeah.
And so
And
maybe at some point we have, you know, a little UTV
Garden.
or something, or
Oh.
something that we can load
Yeah.
when we're ready to move from the greenhouse to the garden.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I think that sounds like a good plan. Like you said, that's my biggest concern is obstructing the view, because that is my favorite view, and I feel like we have in town, in the town we live in, like I think we have probably the best views of anybody.
Yeah.
You know, because we have almost 360-degree views around
Yeah.
here everywhere we go. So,
And the thing that people have to remember that are watching this is we're in the high desert.
yeah.
So nothing grows here unless you water it.
Yeah.
There's no green here. I mean, there is for a couple of months right at coming out of winter, so spring is really green, and then like the first month of summer is green,
Yeah.
but after that it's desolate unless we water it.
Yeah.
And so we have to be fairly strategic in the way that we position to our water, and right now that is our water center. Now we do not have we don't have any access water right here right now, but that's one trench away, you know, from being able to have that water out here. Water and frankly power too, because we have power into that pump house as well. the central hub unit. It feels like it would be the house, but it's actually a thing
Yep.
where we can kind of terminate from. So
I like it. I think generally speaking, it's a good plan. I think we just take it one piece at a time, you know. I'm pretty anxious to start getting some fruit trees growing out here.
yeah.
I love the greenhouse idea. It'd be nice to be growing stuff all year long. So.
Yeah.
It's a rocker. Which one is this wasted here? There.
Guys, this is Slash or Axel.
This is Slash
Axel died. This is Slash.
Okay, say hi to Slash.
and Patty.
Hi, Slash.
Holding like this.
Hi, Patty. She's like, no.
All right, Slash. Here you go, dear.
Did you have fun at the trail?
Yeah.
We practiced our parkour skills on the wall.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
That's good. Did you feel like you made some progress?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Yep.
That's very nice.
We also saw some dogs.
Oh, just running around?
No. I was ultra friendly.
Oh,
Said
wow.
hi to everybody. Look
But
at me
did you
go.
keep your 6-foot distance?
Well, not when we passed them, but yeah.
Can't keep a 6-foot distance.
You didn't go like make a wide arc around everybody
Into the bushes.
off the trail?
Yeah. No. Not about that life. Something wrong with them. Oh my heck.
Yeah, those goats are ultra crazy. Speaking of crazy, hi Crazy. Hi Kitty. Hey, what you doing?
Just trying to take advantage of a good day.
Yeah, what are our plans out here then?
Well, you know, it's a good question. It's our front yard. It's grass, which is kind of a waste. We're kind of debating. I mean, it
We
is-
like
is-
it, we enjoy it,
It's nice,
but
but it's like watering something that it doesn't produce food. Is always a little bit of a. It's beautiful, but
yeah, yep.
anyways, we're just cleaning it up from winter. That's step number one, and then getting the garden beds cleaned out so we can get some berries planted. Just general spring cleanup.
Yeah, just getting things cleaned out and ready for planting.
Yeah.
Can I come help you?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Now what you doing?
Shoveling cow poop,
No.
alpaca poop.
Why? That's gross.
Alpaca poop and rabbit poop is one of the best fertilizers for a garden. We happen to have alpacas and rabbits.
Do you know why that is?
I don't know why. Well,
We
I think the reason why is because it's a cold poop instead of a hot poop or something. The chicken poop is also good fertilizer, but it's got to break down and compost a little bit before you put it on because it's hot, meaning that like some of the stuff in it is too strong for your garden. But alpaca poop and rabbit poop is not that apparently, and so it can go straight on. This is a whole winter's worth of alpaca poop, and so it's cold, but it stinks. But we've got, our garden's gonna get tilled up here in a few days, so we wanted to transfer this big pile of crap.
Careful, there might be children watching.
Hope there
Or
is.
maybe our own children.
Yeah.
And if anybody else knows more about this than us, please feel free to comment and educate us on this, because we're just figuring it out as we go, little by little. So, okay. Thanks for giving us that little tutorial. So, I think with that,
I
we're
think
gonna-
it's funny. We've got the chickens in the goat pen cleaning up his food, and then we've got the goat in the chicken pen
cleaning up
cleaning
their
up
food.
their food.
See, they're helping each other out.
Yeah. Thanks
Let's-
for being service-minded, chickens
And the goat.
and goat.
Yep. So with that being said, we're grateful that you watched with us today, and we hope you're doing okay and that your family's doing okay and that everybody's healthy and well right now. And if you're not, our prayers are with you and our thoughts are with you at this time. And just know that we will get through this, and it's a choice whether we get through it well or whether we suffer a lot. And just, yeah, hang in there. Have a great day. We will be back with another video, and if you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Come along with us as we get into spring and into planting and cleaning up our property some more. We'd love to have you along for the ride. And
We'll see you on the next video.
thanks.